Today is Tuesday, August 16th, 2016, and I came across this good video on Facebook that kind of echoes my viewpoints about Black Lives Matter. But I like to call them Black Lies Matter, Lies, not telling the truth, not telling you what's really going on, giving you a false narrative of the black community, of race relations and everything else. But I digress. Now, this video is great. It's straight to the point. But before I show you the video and talk about it as we go through it, I want to tee it up for you. Now, if you don't know what's going on here in the U.S., we have a very big problem with flooding down there in Louisiana. You know, Baton Rouge area is very flooded and people are getting rescued. I think it's something like 20,000 people have been rescued so far. It's almost to the point where you have hurricane-like conditions as far as the rain is concerned, without the actual wind that happens with a hurricane. It's more just the rain. So it's, terrible flooding, torrential downpour, just a very bad situation, a very dangerous situation. Now, people are getting rescued left and right. You got the wildlife and fishery, you got police, you may even have some National Guard down there doing some rescuing, and just regular individuals, regular people with boats going down there to rescue. Now, as you can see from the footage behind me, the flooding is very bad. It's a very serious situation. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter and how they are involved with this whole situation. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I covered a story about a man named Alton Sterling. He was outside of a store selling CDs, and then he got into a confrontation with someone. The police were called on him, and then he gets into a struggle. The police, they think there's a gun, which they do recover a gun as far as I know. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments below. But he gets into a struggle with the police. The police wind up shooting and killing him. Now, as a result of that, you have Black Lives Matter, the Black Panther Party, and everyone else going down to Baton Rouge en masse with guns and everything else, which you hear about in this video. And they were ready to go to war with the police. They were ready, armed, and willing. They came there at a moment's notice. But now, in a situation where you got thousands of people that need to be rescued, and thousands that have been rescued already so far, people that have died and everything else, in a very serious situation with the flooding, they're nowhere to be found. There's none of them around, right? So it makes you wonder, why is there such a disparity? Now, it's not just me, a guy on the outside looking in, thinking that way. You got a young man who's down there in a situation that can explain it to you better than I can. So what I want to do right now is go ahead and roll that video for you, and I'll talk with the guy as he's talking. So go ahead and roll it.
But what up? I just want to go live for a little second because I just want to ask a question. It might seem a little petty.
Go ahead, ask it, homie.
But I want to know, where are the Black Lives Matter and the Black Panthers? Because I ain't seen one Black Panther boat or one Black Lives Matter boat. All I see is our own people from our city and the wildlife and fisheries and the police and all that. All I see is our people from our own city, saving us, going in and rescuing people. I see plenty of brothers who got boats and trucks going in and rescuing people, taking the time out their own life and going in and rescuing people. But I have not seen not one Black Panther boat, not one Black Lives Matter boat, truck, or nothing else. So with all the drama that was going on with the Alton Sterling killing, they came out with guns and ready to go to war.
Exactly.
But here we go, all these people flooded out and truly in need of some help, and you can't find not one of them. If you find one, holler at me, let me know. Post up. If y'all out there, where you at? Where your boats? Where your money? Where your food? Where your services at? You ain't brought these people no water, nothing yet. BLM, Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we must don't matter too much because I ain't seen y'all yet. When we really need you, we ain't really need you for the war, but we really need you for this flood. Now, I'm going to let y'all see.
That's going on right now in the city in Baton Rouge. Terrible flooding. People need help.
Where y'all at? I ain't heard from them yet. If y'all really care about these people, show up now.
See, and there you have it. Now, some people would say that Black Lives Matter, that's not their job to be out there rescuing people on boats and whatnot, but isn't that the name of their organization, Black Lives Matter? There's a lot of black folks in Baton Rouge, right? It's a lot of black folks in Louisiana in general, not just in Baton Rouge, but in the surrounding areas that have been flooded. There's a lot of us down there, so why don't our lives matter in that situation? I don't really understand. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If you want to show up when somebody black gets shot and killed, but you don't want to show up when a lot of black folks are dying in the flood or need to be rescued or need food, they need water, they need shelter, they need a lot of different things, then your organization doesn't make a lot of sense, in my humble opinion, right? So, I mean, this is a pretty cut and dry case. You know, Black Lives Matter, do they really? And the Black Panther Party are the ones that claim to be for self-defense of the black community, that want to be for the upliftment and the empowerment of the black community. But yet, when your black brothers and sisters are out there starving without having food, dying of thirst, in a situation where you got contaminated water, they can't leave their homes, they're stuck, they're trapped, they need to be rescued, where are you then? Right? And the thing about it is, Black Lives Matter, all these little groups are well funded by the George Soroses of the world, but the question is, where's the money going? I mean, I think, was it Will and Jada Pinkett Smith? Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith gave Black Lives Matter $1.5 million. Where did the money go? I mean, really, where did the money go? What, to their own personal bail fund when Black Lives Matter go out there in the interstate and block roads and they go to jail? Is that $1.5 million going to their own personal bail fund? I mean, I really don't know where's the money going, but obviously it's not going towards the empowerment and the betterment of black people, because if it was, they'll be down there using those resources to help the individuals that need to be helped in this flood situation. So this is a pretty clear-cut case of what's going on. It ain't just me, the so-called clean-cut guy in Virginia, talking about it. You got guys, regular everyday people down there in Baton Rouge talking about the situation as it exists, and just not giving you any kind of political spin, just giving you the real basic rundown of what's happening. So don't take it from me, take it from my man that was down there, and take it from all of us to talk about Black Lives Matter and how they don't help. Don't take it from the George Soroses of the world and their sycophants, the people that they fund, the people that are basically puppeted by them. Don't take it from them. Take it from those of us that are actually here and understand what the situation is. So that's all I got for this video. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that this situation in Baton Rouge definitely calls for the assistance and aid of so-called Black Lives Matter and the Black Panther Party? Do you think that this situation really calls for their help? Because if they purport themselves to be groups that help black people, shouldn't this be a primary objective of theirs, to help those of us that are trapped in the flood that need food, water, shelter, clothing? Or do you think that this just expresses what Black Lives Matter and the Black Panther Party is all about? They're not really about helping black people. They're just trying to be political opportunists, to be able to go to a place and rabble rouse for their own political gain, whether it be for money, whether it be for attention, or whether it be a combination of both. Whatever your comments are, let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.